I was literally just doing an interview, and I was like, a dollar makes me holler, honey boo boo child.
I'm Alana. I'm 6, and I'm a beauty queen. The other girls must be crazy if they think they're gonna be me, honey boo boo child.
Still to this day in my brain, I don't know what made like honey boo boo child click, or even me say honey boo boo. Like, I've never heard those words a day in my life. So I still don't understand it, but from that day, I was honey boo boo.
I'm super solid because I do pageants.
Well, I still feel like I'll never escape the honey boo boo persona. I feel like I'll always be honey boo boo. When people run up to me, they're like, oh my God, it's honey boo boo. Like, I'll never just be like Alana. But I mean, I don't hate it. It's like a persona that I made, and I think she's pretty cool. It's almost like a Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus type thing. But I'm the same person. I don't know. I'm not saying like I love when people call me honey boo boo, but I mean, it is what it is, and I don't. Like, people are always going to call me honey boo boo, so. I mean, I'm on reality TV now. I literally have never left reality TV, I feel like. So, I don't know. I feel like I'll ride the train as long as it takes me, but after that, it may be done for. But, you know, who's to say that I might get another show, you know? You never know.
A lot of pageant moms and people know what the special juice is. Everybody has their different concoctions. You know, special juice is just to help her energize her.
My special juice is gonna help me well.
Oh, that has literally pushed me through nursing school. Literally, it's so crazy to think, but I literally drink it all the time. Really? I'll go to the Maverick right up the road from us, and I'll get me a little Mountain Dew, and then I'll put me a little Red Bull in there, and like the workers are always like, wait, the Red Bull's in the drink? And I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, you have to try it. It's so good. I love it. I love it so much.
This is my show to judge.
Her future plans is to be a couponer like her mama. This is contestant number 2, Alana.
Yeah, I did. I loved it. I liked being the center of attention, if I'm being honest. I liked all the eyes on me, and I thought it was just a good time for me to really like express who I was. I loved all the glitz and the glam, and I loved every second of it. There was never a point like my mama forced me to do it.
You had said, and I quote, "Mama's little moneymaker." When did you kind of start feeling that pressure of being Mama's little moneymaker?
I feel like it was really like when we started to get like super famous in the public eye, and when I realized like kind of how famous we were in a sense, just because I was like, whoa, like we're really famous. And yeah, I was young, but like I knew like the connection of like being famous and having money. Like I knew that's like always been a connection. So I was like, well, if we're famous, that means the money has to be somewhere, you know?
But there were times where it didn't feel like you did have any money. So what do you remember about that? Do you think you realized something's not right?
I think I may have realized something's not right. I was really young, so like I didn't, I guess, really realize, if I'm being honest. But I do think there was a certain point where I was like, wait, doesn't seem right to me, for sure.
Do you remember kind of like not having a lot of food in the fridge? Not having a lot of shoes, those kinds of things?
Honestly, not really with, like, the food. I can say my mama did always make sure to have food in the house. I do know, like, before, like, all the cameras and stuff, like, Pumpkin and Jessica, they'll tell me, like, they used to eat, like, ketchup sandwiches and stuff. They said that they had it pretty bad before, like, all the cameras and stuff. But, I mean, with shoes and stuff, there was like, one point in time where, like, I had to buy Walmart shoes because, like, there was something, like, my mom was like, we didn't have the money to go buy other shoes or whatever. So that was, like, the only time that, like, I didn't have shoes in the house. But any other time, like, I can say she did make sure we had what we needed, I guess. Right. Or, like, not really what we wanted, but more of, like, what we needed, for sure.
You're such a sweet, jolly person. Anytime I've ever been around you, you're so sweet. No one would know that you went through so much with your mom and that things got really hard in your home. What do you remember about starting to realize Mama might be using drugs?
I just remember, like, a shift in just her, like, all around. It was just, like, she started locking her bedroom door and stuff, which was very weird, just because, like, she didn't do that. She always told us, like, we had, like, an open door policy, so, like, come to her, talk about whatever. So it's, like, the door being locked was, like, my number one, like, throw me off just because it never happened. Then she started locking her bedroom door. Like, she would lock her bedroom door, and then she'd lock her bathroom door. Like, she started locking, like, almost all the doors to, like, where she was. So that threw me off just because she's never been like that, and she's always been so open, and she's like, y'all go in there and just grab whatever you need. Right. So that was for sure, like, I think the shift for me.
And I think there was a moment where you actually walked in on her doing drugs. Is that right?
Yeah,
How old were you?
I don't know exactly, but I was still pretty young, and it was something that I still, like, I didn't really know what it was. I just knew it's something that I never seen my mom do, and, like, I knew it was something that she shouldn't be doing just because she was, like, I could tell she was trying to hide away from what she was doing. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't know, like, if Pumpkin wasn't there to take custody of me, I don't really know where I would have ended up. Like, I don't know who else would have took custody of me because there was no one else to really do it at the time. So I guess there was probably a point where I was like, yeah, I wish Pumpkin would just take me just because, like, I didn't know where I was going to end up, you know? It was definitely a hard time, but I'm very lucky for Pumpkin and grateful for her.
We see how Mama spent so much of your Honey Boo Boo money. You recently said you have never seen a penny of the Here Comes Honey Boo Boo money. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that, like, you could say I've seen it just because, like, we went on vacations and we did go places that we would have never probably went if we had this money. So I guess you could say, like, it took care of me in a sense, but I've never, like, being older, I've never been able to use that.
Yeah. And there was $35,000 that you mentioned that Mama actually did recently return, or when did she return that money?
I'm a little unsure of that, but I do know it was recently for sure. I'm like, I don't remember that day.
Yeah. But did you have to ask her for it?
I did. I had to ask her for it, and almost in a sense, like, I feel like the internet bashing her was kind of, like, enough for her, so she was like, I gotta pay it back. Yeah, and it's more of like I didn't even really share it. It was like it was on TV for everybody to see. So when people seen that, and it's like I also kind of wanted to share it in a way just because I know this happens every day with child stars. So like I want to share it for like almost like awareness so it doesn't just keep happening.
Absolutely.
I definitely think there should be like a law for like child stars in a way of like something like this for sure.
Was there a time where you thought maybe Mama's drug use might end her life?
There was times that it was especially really hard when she wasn't like communicating with us as much. Like when she really got like at her rock bottom, she just wasn't communicating with us, and it was just hard because we didn't know if we were gonna get a call like our mom had overdosed or whatever it may have been. So it was scary, but we just kept holding on to hope, and there wasn't really much else we could do at that time. Right now, we are actually at a really good spot. Like, I was literally telling her that on the phone the other day, like, because I did press in LA, and she was just, like, asking me, like, obviously the questions are centered around her. The whole movie is almost centered around her, if I'm being honest, like, what she's done to me. So she was asking me, and I was like, I did tell them, like, we are in a really good spot right now. I honestly think we're the best place that we've been in a very long time. Like, they had like a little Mother's Day thing on Mother's Day, and then Pumpkin and them, they sometimes do like Sunday dinners every night, and Pumpkin will literally let Mama watch the kids, which is insane to me because I never thought I'd see a point where Pumpkin would leave her kids alone with like our mama. So it really is a very much improvement, and I'm very proud of how far she's come for sure.
That's amazing. That's really nice. How were you able to find that forgiveness?
I think for the most part, it's just because like, it's my mom. Yeah, it's my mom. And I just, like, a lot of people are like, how, like, after all the she's put you through, like, how do you forgive her? And I honestly don't even really have an explanation for that. I just always say, like, she's my mom.
Do you think it's because Mama, you know for sure, like, that Mama does love you?
Yeah, I think that has a good part to play into it for sure, because even when she was bad in her addiction, like there's never been a point in my life where I'm like, does Mama love me? Like I knew that she always loved me, but she just may have not been available when I needed her.
We're gonna see Mama soon. Do you want to send a message to her?
I don't know, like, love you, Mama. Can't wait to see you when we're out in New York. And when you see the movie, don't get too butthurt.
Oh.
Okay. She knows at the end of the day that it's all love, and we've talked about it, and I don't think she'll have any hard feelings towards it. I mean, there may be some things that she'll see and she's like, oh, okay, well, like, that's a bit, like, personal, but I don't know, it was my life, and I wanted to explain the story, like, most authentic, so I didn't want to lie about anything. I literally, when they told me, they were like, I'm giving you a writer, you can tell her anything, I told her everything. I left nothing undisclosed.
I'm so proud of you in college.
Thank you.
Tell me what you're studying.
Nursing. When I first got to college, I wanted to be a NICU nurse, but now I want to be a PICU nurse. So I just want to, like, do all types of pediatric.
I am so excited for you. You really turned things around.
Thank you.
What inspired you to become a nurse?
I think it was mainly because when Jessica went to college, she wanted to be a nurse. So, like, when I was really younger, I was like, okay, like, Jessica went to college, I want to be a nurse. But I didn't really, like, think about how much nurses do or, like, the big impact it would have. So when I got to high school, I took a few, like, nursing courses and, like, nursing clubs and stuff. And I loved it. I loved everything that I was doing in those clubs. So I was like, I think nursing is what I want to go do. And then when my sister Anna got super sick, I just seen how big of an impact the nurses had on, like, us and, like, her and everybody. So I just want to, like, be that nurse to have an impact on, like, the patients and the family.
It's a really amazing way to honor your sister.
For sure.
I'm sure she would be so proud of you. Did she know that you were studying nursing before she
Yes,
passed?
she did. She did, for sure.
That's so great. I'm so happy about that. You know, a lot of kids in college experiment with things, but I imagine after what you've been through, would you ever experiment?
No, I tell myself all the time, like, I would never do anything. Like, I just could not imagine myself being where my mama was.
Right.
So I would never, I think in a way, it was kind of good to see my mom like that, just so, like, I know I'd never, ever, ever, ever want to be like that. I have never and will never.